everyone, welcome to the Lightwork Tarot channel. Today we have a reading about your higher self advice and how to get unstuck. So today's reading is perfect to get the messages from your higher self, because your higher self in any given situation knows what is right for you, what is best, what's your problem, and how to help you out. No one could know this better than you. So today we have three piles, and we have a coral, a seashell, and two seashells. So please pick one of the three groups. Then we will look at the shuffling and we will start. Hello, pile number one. This is your reading, and today we have a topic of your higher self advice and how to get unstuck. This reading, we're going to get some messages, and we have a main card, we have a written message, like an extra information to start, and then, as always, we pre-shuffled your cards as you saw before. So let's start looking at them. Here are your cards. We have 3 tarot cards. As usual, we will look at them a little bit later. We have a message card. We have one main card. We have expand. Over here we had rainbow. We have tired, ready to break. Interesting. I also want to give you maybe a tea leaf or a couple. Let's see how many we will get. Okay, 1 tea leaf. Have dogs. All right, so let's start looking at your reading and see. Give me a minute what we can get from here, and let's get the main message. This is the main message today. It's in the written form. We have skills or dedication, self-worth. Ooh, that's a deep topic today. Okay, give me a second. So the first message that I get is, let's look at this card a little bit closer. It's called the Rider. So we have this mouse, very cute one with third eye, riding a snail. The sun is behind them. It's all really cute, and they are kind of suspended in the air. I think I have a strong feeling, because we got skills and dedication and self-worth. I think your reading is connected with some kind of a process, because it looks like we got everything connected to the movement and action, like a process, because we got expand, tired, ready to break. So kind of like something changing. And I also got a strong feeling that some of this, like, percentage of this group is connected to either work or maybe your true purpose, because we got skills or dedications, like basically saying like a talent, or you're really good at it, or you're really dedicated to it and you work so hard that eventually, even if you didn't have skills before, you make it. And it says skills or dedication, self-worth. So it's basically like judging yourself, kind of like judging your performance. Do you have enough skills to do it? Do you put enough time doing something? So it could be very general. This reading, because it's message from a higher self, it could be actually applied to multiple different areas because it's a general reading. But we are going to have some specific messages so inside the group, so please take it as it resonates. And I also got this feeling because we got tired, ready to break, but we also got expand. I think you are a hardworking person, and because this mouse is sitting on a snail which is moving really slow, and we all know how mouse is moving. Mouse is like really quickly here and there and over here and over there, and the snail is really relaxed. It's just crossing the branch slowly, and the mouse is kind of catching a ride on the slow pacing snail. So I think you either really need a break to get to expand, to move to the next step of your life, or you are trying to slow down, or you need to slow down, or you already tried it and it worked. Because this mouse, we have a patch of grass here and on the snail. So this mouse is trying to catch a break, but at the same time, we got a feeling that snail is still moving underneath him. So although he's resting, he's catching a break, something definitely happening on the surface. So I think this is this could be connected to your life pace in general, but I would say that this group needs to relax a bit and generally has this moment of changing a cycle, because we got tired, ready to break. Then obviously you could break or you could expand. So it's like a challenge. Will you break or will you expand? And it also says self-worth. So it raises the whole idea of when we do something, when we choose a pace of doing something, when we choose a skill to learn or skill to apply, whatever it can be in any area of your life, does our self-worth depend on it? Not necessarily. It could be just two separate things. So it's just a thought. So let's look at this card first. It says you are epic. Wow, and you really are. It says just that you are amazing, and we have number 4 and number 1 here. So it could be number 14 or number 4 or number 1. We also got dogs, 2 cute dogs over here. It could mean literally a doggy that you had before, just saying hi. And it says getting together with friends. So it could also mean like a friend of the different hair color, that is somehow connected to your situation. So it could be like you have a brown hair and this friend has a blonde hair, or vice versa. We also got this wonderful card, which is rainbow. It's a girl wearing a rainbow dress colored in different colors. And I think it's you, and you are really talented, really diverse person. I think this whole reading is somehow connected to your skills, or you questioning yourself and being unsure about your own abilities, and the universe kind of saying you're epic. Like, we understand it's a hard time, but just please, can you relax? So there is a occurrence, a pretty general, like this happens a lot when my cards are looking out this way, and this means it's about future. So I usually turn them like this, turn them back. So we got Page of Swords, which is probably you. We have a Six of Pentacles, and we also got a Knight of Pentacles. Wow, yeah, we got all the same messages. So for some of you, it's either about you, like two polarities of your character or your situation, or it could be someone else involved in your situation. So about two people. The first person we got is, let's just say first type, because it could be you, is Page of Swords. Really light, opinionated, sharp, charming, but at the same time kind of like likes to tell the truth, but at the same time not too serious about everything. Really nice character, really light and honest and sharp, and pretty quick, I would say. And the other polarity that we got, or another person, depends on your situation, is Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is really grounded. He or she, it doesn't matter, it's gender neutral. This other person or other character is really slow, really slow. So it's kind of like we got the idea of two paces, the slow pace and the quick pace. I have no idea what I'm talking about because it's a general, very general topic. So take it as it resonates and please apply it to your situation and your particular life and advice. So, and the same is here. So basically got this. So this, we got a snail, and this we got a mouse. Let's look at the middle card too. Okay, so what I did, I deliberately found another Six of Pentacles to show you, because in this deck, this Six of Pentacles is not as obvious as this one. So in the original Six of Pentacles, what we got, we have two people. So the same, basically we have the same idea. So we have either two types of character or there's two people. And the one is giving something, and give and take balance, like giving to the poor and deciding what to give and like how to balance ration food, etc. And in our version, we got Six of Pentacles as a beautiful tree. So kind of got a balance of root and the upper part of the tree. And I think this says that if you got this situation with the two polarities of quick pace and slow pace, doesn't matter, is it about you or a situation or two different people in your situation, it's all meant to be like this. So taking a break, for example, is a wonderful, like taking things slower sometimes. It's natural cycle. So we have leaves, we have roots. It's all part of the same system, of the tree, and one part can't exist without the other part. So I think skills or dedication, same, we have two things. It's still you know? It's still you. Skills or dedication or your self-worth and you as a whole, you decide like how much to put in, how much to give, how much to slow down, how much to begin faster, how much dedication you will put into something. And this doesn't mean that you became a worse or better person doing one or another. It's still overall you and your cycle. And there's no good pace, bad pace, things like this. So keep it in mind. Let's give you an advice cards that I pre-shuffled before, but they were turned the right way so you could see them in the shuffling. That's why I didn't show them. So it's not a full spoiler. We got success and ask your angels. I think because we got success, doesn't matter what your question is, your higher self knows that you are epic and you will succeed in whatever you're doing or whatever you think your purpose is. Or if it's connected to work, please take it as it resonates. And I want to mention again that the question of duality of two things, like we have two figures here, two figures here, two figures here, was very important. And as advice, we have getting together with friends. So please take it as a very straightforward advice and just spending time with the crowd that you actually enjoy is really important for your growth. Let's give you some of the charms and also some of the letters. We have E, I, B. Oh, this could be B, I. Take it as it resonates. And let's get you some charms. We have 3 charms. This charm I take a lot. This is a very romantic charm. It could literally mean self-care, or it could mean romantic gestures overall. But when it's the reading is about someone else, take it as a romantic gesture. When it's about you, take it as a self-care time, doing nice things for yourself and enjoying them. We also got a sign of the sea, which is nice because we got a coral here, so maybe the sea means something to you. And we also got the infinity sign, which could be a success, number 8, and also could be a magician, which means you are pretty good at manifesting things. Overall, I think it was a really cool reading with a lot of synchronicities and polarities. And please try to apply whatever messages you got as advice from your higher self to your specific situation. And I think you will succeed and you are epic, as the card said. And it was a pleasure reading your cards today. I hope I see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading, your higher self advice to get unstuck. Your higher self knows better. What do you need? What's your problem? What advice do you need? So this reading will be very general. And you could apply the advice to your specific situation. As always, I already pre-shuffled your cards. In this reading, we got a main card. In your reading, you actually got 2. This was your second card, so I'll put it over here. You got the main message. We'll look at it a bit later. You got 3 tarot cards. You also got a message card. We'll open it a bit later as usual. One main card, which is Bloom. Vulnerable, scared, question mark. Let's also give you a couple of tea leaves. I mean, tea leaf cards, obviously. All right, so give me a minute to look at your cards. Okay, let's look at your main message. It says shame is an illusion. Very general. Okay, so let's start getting some messages that I got from your pile. First of all, we got numbers 36, 15, number 5. As of now, these 3 numbers. We got scared, question mark, vulnerable. So I think in this group, we are talking about choice. It's very interesting. Please stay with me. It could be very general, but specific at the same time. I think because this card reminds me of the crossroads. When you have 3 options to choose from, they all look similar, but at the same time, they're all different. Or one of them is kind of different and 2 look similar. And I think it gives me this idea of this group could be concerned about doing some kind of a choice and feeling shame about your decision, or thinking, oh, I want to do this, but I'm afraid of what other people think. Or like, I also hear like talking to other people, like getting advice. Or is it worth asking someone or even telling someone about something? Or you should just listen to yourself? Because this bear have this really nice third eye over here. And it reminds me of the intuition and like being true to yourself. So I think this idea is because shame is very deep emotion that's connected to multiple things, to yourself, to your ego, to your childhood, to other people sometimes too. So this wonderful girl, we got the card Bloom, reminds me of her eyes are closed. I think basically it's you. And she got this bird. And you know how in this movie, I think it was Cinderella. Wait, no, I think Cinderella too. I think it was also Snow White when she was talking with the little birds that were helping her to clean up or something like this. I think both of those. I think her eyes are closed, and I think she's really comfortable with the animals. And you could be very comfortable with animals because they're not people. They are not judging you like dogs, cats, birds. They are safe. They're much safer than people because people, like, who knows what they think, right? Obviously, it's not completely true because you decide how do you react to the outside. So these people, they are free to think whatever they want, but they are not they can influence you or not influence you. That's for you to decide. It's their opinion. It's like it can exist, but how do you live your life? It's your choice, not theirs, right? So I think this is like a general, very, very general idea of your pile. And scared and vulnerable, it's the same thing. Like, I would like to be vulnerable, maybe to be more true to myself, maybe to make some kind of a choice that I think is better for me. But I'm really concerned about the outside. But because we got all this greenery, I think you are moving into the right direction, because you know how sometimes they say that to grow, you need to actually sometimes to be scared at first. So I think this is your path to your true self. And your higher self is kind of saying like, it's okay, we'll get through it. And maybe if you work on the question of shame a little bit more and outside opinions, you will get unstuck quicker. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. I think exactly like this, deep personal strength and peace. So as soon as you inside feel strong and peaceful with the decisions you make, your growth will be much quicker than you think, and the success will come quicker too. Wow, I think your reading is very clear. Let's look at the other cards. We got fierce serenity. I think it's nice, the idea of being fierce, and just the idea of being, we also got number 8. And just the idea of being brave with you is very, very nice. We got King of Swords. We got 2 of Pentacles. And we got Knight of Wands. Okay, let's look at them. Let's turn them back, but keep in mind that these 2 were reversals. It's just easier for me to read like that. I think because we got these 2 as reversals, what we're going to do is, let's just imagine that this is you now, or wait. So one is future and one is the past. That's what I think. Or one is current you, one is the future. Let's see. So one group is the king of, one kind of half is King of Swords. So King of Swords is very opinionated, very, very clear with his communication. And his decisions. And I think I have a strong feeling that's your future. So this is you when you learn how to let the shame go and be more out there with your life. Just look at the life a bit more openly and make sure that other people is not that influential. I think this is your future, right? And this 2, we got 2 of Pentacles and Knight of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles was reversed. So 2 of Pentacles is about balancing 2 things, or balancing the energy for me. And I think it could be about balancing the decision. It could be about balancing, and because it was reversed, obviously the balance wasn't there. So it was about poor balancing. And because in this version we got the hands like doing this, I think it's for me, it's about balance 100%. So, and I think we're talking about the disbalanced energy of the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is really action-based character. So it could be either doing impulsive things, because it was reverse. We should think about it a bit more. So it's either not doing anything, just thinking about it and afraid of doing, or it's doing irrational things too quickly without thinking, just doing what other people saying to him and not actually feeling the action. Like, is it the one that I want to act on? Is it my true decision? I think this is you now, and this what your higher self wants you to be. Yeah, I think now it's clear for me. So this is what your higher self wants you to be. So let's give you, I have a strong feeling, let's give you a message card. I pre-shuffled them also, but I didn't show them in the main shuffling clip because they were all turned back and I didn't want to get spoilers. So it says, let go. Let's move this here. It says, let go, and within few months. I think because we got within few months, it could be your personal message if you asked about something. And I think letting go is funny we got the letting go, because I think it's letting go of the shame, because it says shame is an illusion. And we also got an angel, like a picture. So I think your angels are saying, we are here, we actually helping you out. Like, don't be scared. I just hear, don't be scared. Oh, and we also got scared. I already forgot. So yeah, I think they're saying like, scared, don't be scared. Be more vulnerable, but at the same time, know that shame, that is part of vulnerability, sometimes is an illusion. So it should be happy vulnerable, not scared vulnerable. And there is a big difference. So let's see what charms you will get and what letters. You got E, L, fell or feel, it could be. We got P. Let's see what charms you will get. All of your charms that you got a little dragonfly, you got an elephant, and a peace sign. I think as soon as you let go of the shame, it says it will give you much more peace. This is easy. So the two signs of the butterfly and the elephant could simply be both of them are very different, but at the same time, the elephant has very calming presence. And the dragonfly. The dragonfly could be your personal sign. So if you see the elephants or dragonflies outside somewhere or a picture of it, it could be your personal sign. Or you can take it as it resonates. Wow, this was truly amazing reading. And I think within the few months, you will definitely move to the next stage of your life. And I think as soon as you kind of work a little bit on your inside, on your perception of yourself and your connection to the others and their opinions, everything will change so quickly and you won't even have to try to get unstuck. You will have to get unstuck immediately and move and be fierce and strength and peace. You will assure success, as it says here. So thank you for letting me read your cards today. It was a wonderful reading, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading, and today we have a topic of your higher self advice and how to get unstuck. And as we said in the beginning, you and your higher self is always on your side. It's always knows what do you need and leading you with the quickest path to your better life. So let's see what other messages you got. As you saw, I already pre-shuffled extra cards for you. You got one written message. You got one main card. Let's see what other cards you got. Oh, you actually got 2 cards. That's nice. You got 3 tarot cards. You got 1 message card. We will open it a bit later. You got 2 of those cards. You were the only pile that got 2. It says flight and mirage. Wow, that's so nice. Look, we got the birds idea of flying and birds and flight twice. Let's do like this. Like this, I think. Or maybe even like that. Yeah, let's do like that. I think it's significant here. Let's look what emotions you got. It says patient and ready. Wow, I think I already know. Let's change them like that. I think we got an idea here what this all could be about. Everything is in 2 for you. I think it's that's interesting. Also got number 2 and 12. Also nice. Let's see, we got passion, touch of heart, and perfect team. We'll see what it's all about. Let me look at your cards for a second and then we'll start. Wow, I think your reading is really full of pictures. You are the only one that got 4. So now let's first look at your main message. Wow, that's truly beautiful. It says you are enough. It could be very general. So this reading, because it's message from your higher self, the concepts I will talk about would be a bit more general, and you could apply them to any of your situations or situation you are going through right now that you need advice on. You got you are enough, and we got this too. I think you got the idea of polarity. I think every group got some kind of polarity, but yours is interesting. So we got the mirage and the clover. I would really like to look at them this way. So I will treat this as one message, mirage and clover, and this one is another one because they're very similar for me. So we got this 2. So basically we got patient here. So patient mirage and clover is one message. Ready, flight, and birds is another one. Okay, let's focus on this part. The obvious main line that goes through your reading is about of you being enough. It's very common idea that we don't think that we are enough. We as we are, like that we were born and that we are here on this earth is already enough. And a lot of people, especially since young age, they don't believe that they are enough. They can't. They could be rich, they could be successful, they could be multiple things, but at the same time they are still truly don't believe they are enough as they are. No matter what they do, how high they get, the feeling of not enoughness is not like leaving them. So it's just like a main idea that your higher self is concerned about is this feeling of being enough, or even this mantra, I am enough. You could just tell this into the mirror to yourself and see how you would feel. Do you feel bad saying it? What do you feel while doing it? And I think your higher self is thinking that you need really focus on this idea. It will help you to get through whatever you need to get through quicker and get there. So we also got, let's look at this Mirage card. Obviously the Mirage card, we got the desert. You all know what Mirage is. So Mirage is when you're going through the desert and you see something that is not there. It's an illusion basically. So you see a pond of water, but it's not there. You are so dehydrated that you kind of like imagining it. So it's basically an illusion. And we also got clover. I think the idea over here is very nice because obviously this is an illusion too. So this clover is happily growing in the soil, but actually it's not a soil, it's a closed vessel. So this picture is an illusion in itself, in a way, because clover thinks he's growing in the soil, but actually it's not. And I think this, because we got patient and ready, like a two polarities, I think it's talking about two things, like being really patient and knowing that patience is needed. So patient in a good way. So because patience will get you where you need it to be. And as soon as like being patient is done, you're ready. It's like kind of like two processes, being ready and then something like the growth will happen, and being patient. And because we got flight, I think being ready is very, very much connected to these two cards, because these birds, look at them, like the word ready is what like embarks them. It's what this feeling of being ready to fly at any moment, because I think it's a colibri. I think it's called colibri bird. They are really quick small birdies that eat flowers and they're very, very quick, very quick. So maybe you think that being patient sometimes, like there is some conflict between being patient and illusion, and being ready and acting and flying and things happening quickly. And maybe you think that whenever you, I don't know, maybe you think that patience is underrated, or I mean overrated, that you want things to happen quickly, or you think that you need to Maybe you think that for you to be enough, you need to be ready all the time. I'm not sure what does it mean though, because it depends on your situation a lot, but bear with me, we will get there. Let's see your cards. We got Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, and we got, oh, okay, so they're all reversed. So for me, when they're all reversed, I turn them back. We have Five of Pentacles. Okay, nice. Give me a second. Let's look at this card to follow through. Okay, so I wanted to show you, for some of you, it would be significant because we got this Five of Pentacles, and in this deck, it's just a hand with Five of Pentacles. But I wanted to show you the original Five of Pentacles because I think it will give you the idea better. It's two beggars. They're looking inside the window, and they're staying outside, and this like a lonely feeling of being left out. I want to put it here for a while. So I think this feeling of being left out, and because we got passion, touch of heart, perfect team, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, which is a couple in a way, but I think the Queen is more significant than the Knight, but they could be a couple. So, and we got this card. I think for some of you in this group, this could be a love question. So this could mean all of this could be connected to the love. So to the love topic. So I wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you, because if this reading is for you and you think that your higher self advice is about love, you need advice about love. I also looked over here, so your number could be 23, 2 and 12, by the way, and 5, because we got 5 here and the hand is showing like this. So I think 5 is also going to be significant. And I think because it says follow through, just very general advice, just follow through. I think it's about something about being ready and being patient in love. So how to know when you need to be patient with someone and when you need to be ready to do something, or when someone is ready for something. And because we got this couple over here and this like being left out, I think one of the partners in this group, if for those of you who are interested in the love question, one of the partners is feeling ready and one is feeling like not ready and dealing with some kind of illusions, and the other partner needs to be patient with him, or the one partner basically is ready and one is not for something. I don't know what it is about. And it's about someone feeling left out in the cold, kind of. And I have no idea why your higher self wants to talk about it, but somehow this dynamic of being ready, unready, of mirage and like illusions, and other one, like one side wants to fly, wants to move, and the other one is very struggling and feeling stuck and very stagnant, illusions and trouble, and the other one is kind of already grown And we got passion, touch of heart, and perfect team. And I think because we got perfect team, it's like a question is a reason is for when you want to have a perfect team, doesn't mean it's an open question though. Doesn't mean that both people should be ready, or one should be ready, one should be patient. Or does it mean that in perfect team, both parties are enough for each other? Open question. Just think about it. If love is your reading. If love is not your question, you can just think about self-worth, being enough, and something about this readiness. It could be two parts of you if it's not about two people for you, and it's about being kind of like being left out in the cold, but in terms of like when you're not the one who's ready all the time, the one who is like on top of the game, the one who is perfect all the time, the one who is like this perfect image, you're still enough. And you still could be, even if you feel low sometimes, you still can find your strength in the words "you are enough." And this could, as a general, reading could apply to multiple topics at the same time. So let's give you, I really want to give you a tea leaf too. Maybe we'll get some extra information. Okay. We got bread. And I also really want to take this month card because it was on the top of the deck. We got August and we got bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Yeah, I think it's connected to August. I think August is significant. If you had a question about time period, here is your answer. I also pre-shuffled advice card before, but I didn't show it in the shuffling because it turned up text forward, so I didn't want to give a spoiler, so I cut it out. It says, if you believe. Very general, but take it as it resonates. Let's give you some letters and some charms. Let's put it over here so we have some space. We got E and I. Oh, wait, everyone's getting the same letters. E, I, and N. And I again. Let's get one more. That's so interesting. E again. Okay. Okay, so that's really interesting. We got, wow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number ones. So number 1 is definitely significant. We got number 5 again, because 5 of them. We got 2 E's, 2 I's, and an N. So the idea of 2 or a couple or 2 stages is really, really important still, even in letters. Let's give you some charms. Wow. We are going to talk a bit about religion for a reason here. Let's take one more. A seashell. Oh, okay. That's nice. We got a seashell, like a confirmation that probably we are resonating here. Thank you, universe. We got the 3 basically ideas about different religions. You can take this as it resonates. If it's one of your personal signs that you feel related to, please feel free to use it as you want. So we got the Jewish sign, we got a cross, and we also got this wonderful lotus flower. For me, this lotus flower reminds me of the Buddhism and the Asian countries too. So I think these three polarities, we have three very different ideas, but they are still somehow connected and somehow very important for different people for different reasons. So I think because we got an idea of you are enough, it's kind of reminds me of this topic that doesn't matter like who you are, who like you were born as, like religion, gender, whatever it can be, like it doesn't matter. For the universe, you still are enough no matter what. So please take it as it resonates. I think for you, I want you to remember that you should follow through and hold on, and you will be filled with the feeling of being enough very, very soon. And your higher self is on your side all the time. For your higher self, you are already enough. Thank you, pile number 3, for letting me read your cards today. It was a pleasure. It was a wonderful, wonderful reading. And I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.